Are you interested in providing results-driven treatment services? Join a team of like-minded individuals who share your passion and support your success. With more than 1,000 franchised locations in 49 states, Massage Envy is not only the nation's #1 provider of massage services collectively across its franchise network, but also a national leader in skincare. Start or grow your career at a Massage Envy franchised location. Visit massageenvy.com/SDcareers for full details. SkinScript Skincare was created by estheticians for estheticians. Join us in 2024 as we bring you the best in new products, classes, and resources. Plus, no sales pitches, no pressure, and no spending requirements. The focus is always on you. Sign up at SkinScriptRx.com and embark on your path to becoming an empowered SkinScript Pro today. DMK is unlike any skincare company on earth. Named after visionary founder Danae Montague King, DMK is committed to providing individualized products and treatment plans that heal skin on the cellular level, whether the condition concerns pigmentation, acne, inflammation, or signs of aging. DMK is home to the original enzyme mask, the game-changing formula that sends oxygenating, tightening, and exfoliating signals into the skin to enact changes in skin structures from the inside out. At DMK, we believe everyone deserves to feel the confidence that comes with healthy, beautiful skin. Learn more at DanaeMKing.com. That's DANNEM King.com.
Hello and welcome to ASCP's Esty Talk. I'm your co-host Maggie Staszcuk and ASCP's Education Program Manager.
And I'm Ella Cressman, licensed esthetician, certified organic skincare formulator, ingredient junkie, and content contributor for Associated Skincare Professionals.
Ella, I don't know if you knew this, but the health and wellness market, this was back in 2022, but it was valued at $5 trillion. And it's actually expected to reach close to $9 trillion by 2032.
Almost doubling in 10 years.
Yeah, it's crazy. And when we say health and wellness, this actually encompasses like a lot of different sectors. So it's not just like beauty and anti-aging, but it's everything like nutrition, weight loss, physical activity, wellness tourism, which I didn't even know that was a category. Yeah. So all kinds of things. But they're saying this is due to a rise in physical and mental disease. So things like cancer, diabetes, depression, anxiety, but also increased awareness for whole body health, which we've talked a lot about in prior podcasts.
I think we can see this. Like I think the importance of it used to be a weakness if you needed these things. So wellness tourism, you would need a break to go to rehab for mental relaxation or something. It was because you were so weak you couldn't handle this hustle bustle. But really, you see even companies giving different permissions or different vacation days or wellness days, mental health days, because it is important for whole body health, not just to avoid sickness, but the relationship there is definitely connected.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And wellness technology is also something that is basically weaving its way through all of these sectors too. So devices specifically has had an increase of 196% over the last 2 years. And then wearables, quote unquote, like Fitbit, for instance, that's had 197% increase in the last 2 years. So wellness technology, I mean, this is immense. That could mean so many things. So I don't know what you think of when you hear wellness technology.
I think of a lot of things, but like you said, the Fitbit or the watch, like I'm an Android user, so like the Android watch, and it would say, get up, it's been an hour. Or even headphones, when you're listening to something and your head is down or you're playing a game, it'll say, you need to move your neck. It's been too long. It's like, oh yeah, I do need to do that. And it's interesting that we need that type of cue, but it is something, even drinking water is as a reminder. It's like, oh yeah, because we get sucked into whatever we're doing now, I think more than ever before too.
Totally. When I am thinking wellness technology, my mind automatically goes to aesthetic devices, which I don't even know. Is that wellness technology? That's just where my mind is because I'm an esthetician. But even things like software and apps that you can get like on your phone, I use those all the time, like a sleep app, for instance, or Calm, if you guys are familiar with that.
There is a sleep app that'll track your sleep, but the categories of what it tracks is so funny because it's like, how many times did you talk in your sleep? How many times did you snore? How many times did you have other bodily functions? And I was like, stop it.
How does it know bodily functions?
That's what I'm saying. And how do you know it was me? That's the other thing. I showed my husband. I was like, yours would be ding, ding, ding.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I talk in my sleep and it makes my husband insane. I am constantly being shook awake all night long and it totally impacts my REM sleep. He's like, what are you dreaming about this time? Like, I don't know, man. I was enjoying it.
We'll never know, bro.
We'll never know. I know.
That's funny.
Yeah, so there's some really notable tech trends that are coming across the spa industry. So touchless spa treatments, for instance, like cryo chambers is huge. I think just like cryotherapy in general is having a moment right now. Infrared therapy, another one that's super popular right now, zero gravity flotation pods or like sensory deprivation tanks. Have you ever gotten into that?
No, and my heart rate just went up. Like, this gives me so much anxiety. Just the thought of it, because I did watch, did you see In Just Like That?
No.
Miranda got in one.
Oh, I think I remember that episode. Okay.
Similar personalities. Yeah. I very much need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
I want to float with one eye open and an open door, but the thought of like floating in a dark space and a closed cocoon makes me super nervous. So when you were talking about that, I was like, yeah, I think it sounds fun, but I'm super nervous.
There's some people here that we work with who were really into that for a while, and they felt like it was so calming. They could totally zen out, go to sleep. But I hear you, it's almost like claustrophobic.
Yes. I could do that if the lid stayed up. Because they close a lid, right?
They do, yeah.
No. Oh.
Yeah. It's total darkness. You're not seeing anything. You're not feeling anything.
I would like to see blue lights or purple.
Yeah. Totally. There's also multi-sensory spa treatments, and this really could be anything. Like, so think of like sound, sight, touch. So aromatherapy, sound therapy, Vichy showers are like a big thing that could be incorporated into your treatment space. Light therapy, of course, like you're mentioning, seeing blue light or something. Russian banya.
Oh, I'm going. I tried to go last, like 10 days ago, and I couldn't get in. It was like during a snowstorm. They never called me back, but I can't wait.
I used to work at a spa where we did Vichy shower treatments. It's great for the client, sucks for the esthetician.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I would have to roll up my pants. We had a rubber apron that we would put on. I would borrow the flip-flops from the nail tech people, and you'd come out drenched.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I'm only thinking about myself.
Yeah. Virtual reality in spas is also a thing, too, like VR pods. It's kind of like the sensory deprivation tanks, but with virtual reality. So you're not deprived of sense. You're seeing something, but you're still in a tank.
That would be okay. Like where you're not totally, I guess, feel helpless or lost, forgotten.
Yeah. And then we've talked about this before, like AI-powered skin analysis.
This is interesting. So I've worked with a couple different ones. And every time I think about this, I think in like 2001, maybe, there was this CD-ROM you can get from Office Depot, and you could load it on your computer in a disk drive, and you take a picture with your digital camera and then plug it. Anyways, long story short, it was like very cumbersome, but technologically advanced at the time. And it was like Cosmopolitan or something to see. It was a makeover one. And I never had blonde hair after I saw that until probably 20 years later when I got like a ton of highlights. But I guess my point is that it's come a long way.
It has. Yeah, it has for sure. There's something else that is on the market that I think it sounds super cool. I probably would never get it. But so when we're talking about like tech wearables, it's called the Muse headband. Have you heard of this?
No.
So it's like a headband that you put on and it connects with an app, but it's guided meditation and it is tracking your brain waves.
I wonder where mine would go because I can't do guided meditation very well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it sounds super cool. Like I
think
said,
it sounds so cool.
I would never do it.
I just pictured mine making pictures on like a polygraph looking machine in the back somewhere. Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
That would be, I wouldn't buy it, but I would try it.
For sure. There's also some really obscure tech trends in the wellness space. So one is basically your home as a high-tech health hub. And this I thought was so out there, but also like, why not, right? So there's a New York City-based luxury wellness club. It's called The Well, and it's making its way into residential real estate. So it has things like diffused lighting, water filtration, HEPA air filtration, all the things that, okay, that seems pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It also has energetically charged crystals within the home's foundation.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. BS alert. Because as a woo-woo girl, to charge crystals, you have to leave them out.
Oh.
It's not, they're like a phone.
What do you mean it's like a phone?
In theory.
You have to plug it in?
You have to recharge it. Yeah. Not necessarily by plug, but by recharge.
Yeah.
So theoretically, there's a lot of indication to recharge your crystals in the light of a full moon. So you put them on the windowsill or you clean them with salt. So that's great and all.
Yeah.
But you got to think of this as trend or real. So,
this is like people with a lot of money buying into the hype.
Oh, yeah, exactly. This is hype.
Yeah. Like crystals embedded in cement.
Oh, count me in.
Is not it that what you're saying is it's not going to help.
No, I mean for the first 4 people. Because the energetic frequency, like when you study the metaphysical part of crystals, and I'm just generally speaking.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of different types of crystals, a lot of frequencies, a lot of believed metaphysical benefits. But they're expelling those, just like a phone is expelling energy. So they need to be recharged in some sort of way. So when you have an energetic practice, you'll recharge them in a salt bath, for example.
Yeah.
Or you'll recharge them in the light of a full moon, for example. Some people do, depending on your ideology. But if they're in concrete, I'm not sure that they would work for a long period of time.
And if you're angry, are your crystals going to absorb that energy and then you've got an angry house?
It very well could be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There's stuff that you can do metaphysically to move that energy, like smudging or clearing and such. But that's the woo-woo girl in me again. But you don't want a spot to like hoard that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so you have
Moon
me
Mother
until
Goddess
then.
here.
Yes.
As spoken. All right, here's another one for you. Multisensory immersive art for wellness. So this is basically art installations powered by like AI, and they're giving you these sensorial experiences, and it's supposed to help with your mental well-being.
I love it.
Do you?
I think that'd be fun, but not in my house.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
if I got up in the middle of the night, I might be scared.
Right.
A nuisance.
This is making me think of, what's it called?
Meow wolf?
Yeah, meow wolf.
I say meow wolf. I get in so, like everybody's like, it's meow wolf. But
yeah, so this makes me think of meow wolf.
Yeah. I think there's other types of these popping up. I saw one in like a similar, meow wolf in Denver. There's an art installation. They have another one, the same artist or the same director in Santa Fe. And they're popping up other places. Like there's one in Las Vegas now too. I think it's the same guy, but if not, it's a very similar concept. So much to look at. And I wonder if these sensory experiences, because we're so stimulated all the time, that this is another way to look, but at a different medium.
That's interesting because you're saying we're so stimulated all the time. Let's go to an art installation where we're stimulated some more.
Yeah, and let's try to wear it out.
Yeah. So they're saying that with these art installations, it's designed to transform your mental well-being, or it's giving people, ways to engage with art as wellness. I don't know if I really buy into that so much.
I don't know for wellness, unless it's a timeout from everything.
Timeout, totally. I think you could argue that about any art. It doesn't have to be AI.
I think so too. I don't know. Multisensory immersive for wellness for what? I guess I need more information because it's such a subjective thing, ours. You know what? Okay, I have something to talk about with that, the sound therapy.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on sound therapy?
Okay, so like I was mentioning, like the sleep app, for instance, which is like basically sound therapy. It's like different sounds that connect with your brain waves, calms you, or turns off all the thinking, blah, blah, blah. I think it works amazing.
Yeah, I love sound therapy. I think it really works. My mom's very right-brained. My dad is very left-brained, but they're both artists. My dad's a musician and my mom does other kind of fiber arts and different things. My dad said that, and my dad's into technology, so he got YouTube TV now. And he said that he he just ran into this sleep meditation. He put it on. He said that he didn't realize it was 11 hours. He slept in 3 hours past when he normally sleeps because his brain is always going, He said, I had the best night's sleep. I was like, I bet you did, but it was going the whole time. And you hear that when you go into a spa. A lot of times, not in mine. Like in mine, I'm like, whatever you want to listen to. But you hear that my massage therapist there, she plays the same song over and over and over and over for 7 hours, 4 to 5 days.
I couldn't do that.
I couldn't do it. But it's just this very melodic, and it's rhythmic, and it goes here and there. And for me, I can't count how long I've been there. With other songs, I'm like, it's been 4 songs. It must be at least 15 minutes,
Yeah.
So I'm just there. I have no choice but to be there. But the interesting thing is I was watching this show, Ancient Aliens. I love that stuff. It's so crazy. Or maybe it was a different show, but I'm pretty sure it was this. And they were talking about symbology. And have you ever heard of sacred geometry?
No.
So sacred geometry, you guys check it out on maybe another pod, but it's really cool. But they were they put sand on a plate and put it on a speaker, and different vibrations created different shapes in the sand. So one of them was Om, or however it's done. Listen, I just watched it for 15 minutes or whatever the episode was. And the shape was the sacred geometry shape. And then they did different vibrations, and it would shake out. It would be all kind of chaos. And then they would come together in these shapes, different frequencies, different shapes. It was the coolest thing. So you think there's something to frequencies and vibrations, like you said with the app, like my dad experienced with listening to this meditation, or the way some people feel transic from different types of music, whether it's EDM or reggae, or I don't feel that way from some of the metal stuff, but I can see how those drum beatings, how they have a melody or sound bowls.
Yeah, that's so interesting to bring that up. I worked for a doctor that did sound therapy. It was like a little more Eastern medicine than Western medicine. And he did those sound bowls, like to bring people in for therapy and calm them down. And
tuning forks.
Yeah, tuning forks too, yeah.
To tune people's like different meridians and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They think there is old school technology, like something like a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And they think there's a way to bring it in new school with advanced technology as we move, our understanding of our body and whole health is moving at the same speed of technological advances. And then as professional practitioners, to consider that when setting up your area. So are you on a noisy street or different things, or what, when you have someone in, say you do bring in infrared sauna, which I think would be cool. So that's a piece of technology. What are you going to do in there? Why do you incorporate some of these older technologies, like maybe sound healing too?
Yeah. There are some estheticians that will say to the client, what do you want to listen to? Because like you're saying, noisy street, for some people, that actually is very calming.
Sounds like ocean.
Yeah, sounds like an ocean. Like this sounds dumb, but at night when I'm sleeping, hearing my dog snore is actually very calming.
Aw.
Only because I have heard it for years. And when the snoring stops, it wakes me up because I'm like,
what's wrong?
It's like a disruption in like the hum. You know what I mean?
It's your sound bowl.
It's my sound bowl. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, to me, he's only 2, mine.
Yeah.
And I have a husband too. So it's like, pick one.
Yeah, my husband's the opposite. Like, You're talking in your sleep. The dog is snoring. I can hear the freaking fan. What the hell's going on?
He needs an app. So he needs that headband. Let's get it for him.
Yeah, for sure. Now, listeners, we want to hear from you. How are you incorporating well tech into your spa space? Share with us on social media through Instagram, Facebook, or by emailing getconnected@ascpskincare.com. Thank you for listening to ASCP Esty Talk, and as always, for more information on this episode, or for ways to connect with Ella and myself, or to learn more about ASCP, check out the show notes.